Beautiful. So good evening, everyone, and welcome to our weekly connection, weekly consciousness. Obviously, those of us who are online or watching the YouTube later, please share it, share the wisdom. And thank you for joining us here. Thank you for hosting us. Corinne is hosting us, and I can add bar also, but Corinne's apartment. We are here in downtown in New York, and it's a beautiful place. So we also want to congratulate you for the new place. So thank you. So this week is a special, beautiful, very practical lesson that we can all awaken. You know, it's an important part in the wisdom that it doesn't stay up there. The true wisdom is when you can bring it down to earth, and I can use it like when I go to shopping. Then when I go, I'm using it when I go to visit a friend. How can I use the wisdom? So this week, we know we always talking about going into the, where do we get the wisdom from? It's not obviously, it's not mine, right? Or it's not belong to anybody. Wisdom doesn't belong to anybody. Wisdom, whoever share more wisdom, have the first quote unquote right to access new wisdom. You understand? If some people are using their old wisdom, they already get an old lesson that they learn, and they keep on. It's like recycling the same lesson. What is important when you share the wisdom? You just get the access for new wisdom. That's just on a side to learn in general. This is something that is an ongoing. You need to remind yourself, I don't want to share for my ego, to brag how much I know. Look what I learned. I changed your life. No. Don't go from that place. Go from the place that I want a new stream of wisdom, new revelations. And the way I get it is only when I share it constantly. No, occasionally when we share, we're getting a little bit here, a little bit there. But when you're constantly in your mind, where can I share more wisdom? How can I reveal more for the sake of helping others? You tap into a new stream. And that's what it's about. So obviously, most of us want to awaken today ourselves as a new person. And technically, every single day, we want to make a decision that we are new people every day, not the old people of yesterday. Okay? So this week, we accessing the wisdom, of course, from the Torah, from the Bible. We know that the Kabbalist, what the Kabbalist does, he brings this, I would say, dense, very, very closed mind, closed in language, and open it to make sure that everyone can nourish from this wisdom. This week, he speaks about that, if you know the story, without going into many details, that the Israelite traveling in the desert, and they're coming next to a mountain. It's called Behar Sinai, Mount Sinai, where the revelation of all the Torah happening. So there's a couple of things. One, on the side, to keep that always in mind. When it was the moment of the revelation of the greatest wisdom to be revealed, there was a conversation of all the mountains in that region. Which mountain will be the one that Moses will bring the Torah on? Right? Everybody remember that? If you don't, it's a very important memory to have, because it's only related to us, nothing to do with the mountain or anything like that. Why Mount Sinai was the one who were chosen to be the one who carried that wisdom to the world, and not any other mountain? Because if you look at the region over there, Mount Sinai was the shortest one, the smallest mountain. And they said, you want to be the greatest wisdom in the world, you have to find a mighty mountain, something huge, right? Something that everybody will be afraid of. No. What was chosen? The smallest mountain. To indicate what? In order to reveal wisdom, you need to have humility. A certain aspect of anava, a certain aspect of humbleness inside. And that's what it's all about. More you reduce the self, the me, more you are chosen to lead or to bring way more wisdom to the world than anybody else. It's not because you're more better than others. There is no someone better than you, or you better than them, and you more elevated than them. No. It's level of humility allow you to access more. Just on the side. It says Behar, the word Behar in the mountain. Kabbalists will teach that how you access more wisdom, you need to use many tools. One of the tools is what we call the numeric value of every letter. So if you take the numerical value of the word Behar, it's add up to the word 207, right? Which indicate the same word as Or. Or is light, which indicate the light of the Creator. So that mountain actually is an access to the light of the Creator. Now, what do we learn? It says Har Sinai. Sinai is Sinai, right? That same numerical value of the word ladder, which is escalating, going up, right? So now only from these two words, we access information of this week to know what's available cosmically, not what they learned thousands of years ago. The Torah, the wisdom teaching us how to access wisdom of today, not way years ago. So light and ladder. What do we learn from that? In order to reveal more light in my life, more beauty in my life, more access, more business, more deals, more people, more revelation, I need to gradually to be like a ladder. Ladder for what? For others. How many people climb on you to their next level? How many? How many people you were able to elevate because you use yourself as a ladder? Climb on me, climb on my shoulder. Many of us want to climb on others, stepping on others, right? Have you heard that terms, right? Step on the foot of others, step on them, elbows each other. No, we want to change it. That's not light. You're a ladder for going down. You're almost a slide to go down. We want to transform ourselves to be a ladder that people can use us every step of the way that I overcome. It's a step, it's a ladder for others to learn to how to elevate their life. So let's say you went through a bad breakup. Why did I go through that? Only because it can be a ladder for somebody else to use that experience not to fall into those places. So that's what it's about. This week, I want you to look into many lessons that you learn, experiences that you learn, things that you overcome. And remember, how can I bring light to my life? Many more people, greater revelation is when I'm using all my experiences for the sake of being a ladder for others to elevate. That's who we are. That's where the wisdom can work way more than anybody else. First is that this idea. Second thing is, there's a beautiful understanding here that it says that a person should work 6 years and in the 7th, take a year off. We like it. We already like it. This already sounds good. Every company today, there you come in to do an interview, right? I come to an interview in your company. We're working only 6 years and then year off. 6 years, year off. I love it. And I would get paid. It's depend, right? That's what it says. It says that 6 years you work the land. You work, back then it's talking about the land, but today in our life, we're talking about our life the way it is today. So it said you work 6 years, the land, and in the 7th, you don't touch the land, you let it grow free, wild. Right? That's the rule. And it stops. It doesn't give explanation or other interpretation. It says 6 years you work the land, 7, let it be for free. Let it be wild. What is the required question that we all gonna have? How am I gonna eat? Yeah, I have, every year, I'm planting, all harnessing as much as I have, that is enough for my family and to sell and to provide to pay the bills. You tell me 1 year not to work, where is it gonna come from? That's a very common question, right? It's a very normal, logical question. And that's the problem, because it's logical. Our logic, can bring us to a certain level that our brain can function. But the illogical way, it's something that we don't have as a regular access. But what is here? It's actually that law is only in Israel, and I didn't see it in any other where in the world, but it's important law to learn. In the first time when you plant field or whatever in Israel, let's say I plant an apple tree. For the first 3 years, you don't touch the fruit. You don't eat from the fruit. Okay? Only after the 3rd year. Again, that's the law of the land, and everybody following that land. That's actually so many people starting to create hydroponic farming, right? It's on water. Those of you who don't know. So now we understand that 3 years I'm growing a tree or a forest, like a field, right? I don't touch it. Same thing we have to learn from our life. When you open a business, when you have a relationship, when you do something like that, most people, where is the results? Tomorrow I want results, right? I got married. I went to the date, or I signed up for what do we call a dating app. I'm dating them, no results. 3 years I'm going through all of that. I open my business. I'm selling, I'm buying, nothing. It's just I'm breaking even all the time. I don't get, I didn't get any paycheck. Many things, investment. How many times we invested? 3 years I'm invested in this company. Nothing happened, right? I bought a land, 3 years, nothing happened. This is the key. This is the key. What is the idea here? So what? I'm not going to ask anything. I invested in my business. I'm opening business for 3 years, no results. So what do? It's not what you do. It's where you come from. What is the question? The question is if you're going to ask question. If you're going to ask, wait a second, I'm 3 years on the dating app. I didn't find. Once you ask the question, you go backward again. So listen to this. 6 years, the land has to work. 7th, go for free. It says, if you're gonna ask what I'm gonna eat in the 7th year, you lost. Just a question. What do you mean you lost? You got disconnected. You got disconnected from what already manifesting, but you just cannot see. The fruits are there. The tree is there. It's about to happen. You ask the question, you cut the flow. You break the pattern. You break the pattern that is already allow you to be manifesting way more blessings. If you're going to ask the question, then you go backward. Again, this is a very strong consciousness to have. This is all consciousness. Many of us don't appreciate so much the process. Don't appreciate enough the processes in life. We appreciate results. Show me business, right? I want to see, I want to know, I want to hear. Tell me logic, tell me what to do. All of us, this is what we want. Being over there, out there, I don't get it. Well, we need to be in both two places at the same time. First, when you open a business, when you go on an app to be going on a dating, when you even get married and you want some to see that the marriage are good, you're investing tomorrow in a business or in a friend. Why? I invested 3 years on this friend. Nothing happened from them, right? Always trouble. Right? We have those friends that we invested many years time in them and conversation and on and on and on, and they stay the same and they're still complaining the same. Why? Because you're looking for results from them. So you're going to hear only the complaint. Because we have the question, we limit the tree, the people, the business, and so forth. Not them, not the tree, not the land. Us, we prevent the results from us. You ask the question, you cut the flow, and then you need to reignite it again. It's a very, again, we don't appreciate enough consciousness. We don't appreciate, that's why we're asking why things are not happening, why things are taking too long, too frustrated. Why can't you get it? Nobody else need to get it beside us. That's the first idea of this week. And again, I want to share it more in a different way, but I want to open that understanding that we are the one who determine if there's flaw in our life, or there is things stuck, or limited, or delayed, or even disappear. Many of us are afraid. Waking up and we're afraid. You have disappearance issue. What's going to happen if it's not? What's going to disappearance, right? Why is that? It's because we are disconnected from that flow. If you know that today you wake up in the morning and $1 million comes to your bank every single hour, would you be depressed? Would you be like, I'm not sure I'm going to make it today? No, you will be like superstar every day. You walk naked in the street, you don't care. I have millions of dollars. You can say whatever you want on me, right?
Is that what you do?
No, exactly. But I'm saying like, you don't care what anyone will do, right? Another thing he says, and there's an all practical idea that in this week, he says, "Lo tonu ish et amito." Don't cheat your friends or an associate with you or a partner. Now, I don't think that any of us or any people, I want to be in the benefit of the doubt to everybody. I don't think anybody starting a partnership with someone in the business just because they want to cheat on them, they want to steal from them, or want to deceive them. Things happen, and you know, it become complicated, it become too involved, it become too many people around, too many things in the same time. We can't really be so involved with the details, and sometimes things falling in between the cracks, right? And then you gotta somehow cover up for mistakes, and then from then it become very much so disconnected from each other. The key is to know that nobody wake up in the morning and want to lie or deceive a client. Anybody wake up? I'm assuming no, right? You know, my friends creating a product. Do you want to deceive people, right? I don't believe. I cannot believe somebody is going to think like that. But maybe there are. Maybe there are. But I'm not. In general, I don't think anybody doing it. So why do we do it? How come we say something that is not later on? How come when we're about to make a deal, we inject in something that it's not? Or when we want to close a deal, we're going to add a word or two or a concept that is not there. Why do we do that? Why it's not enough? Why it's not enough? It is what it is. I'm making a job, the project will be such and such. All of a sudden, you know, it's funny, I shared it maybe last week. I don't know, I went to buy a car with my brother-in-law, right? So I called the dealer, I said, listen, how much is the car? I don't know, I shared it here, I don't know where I shared it, but I share it because it's like, I called the guy, he said, this is the number? Yeah, okay, I'm coming all the way, it takes me a long time. This is the number, don't come up with it. No, nothing. From 23 became 29. He gave me the bill. I says, how? I understand you adding 900, 1,000 here and there. I get it. But like, wow. I said, you know what? Thank you so much. And I turned around and left right away. Right away. I said, bye-bye. Thank you. I don't think, you know, again, what type of experience did I get? Right? Why can't you be honest from the beginning? You think you're going to get more business or less business? Right? Yeah, maybe this is a question. Should I tell them the whole truth? They're never going to come. Should I tell? No, but again, at the same time, why do we need to have that? And this is something that we all agree to do and to behave like that because everybody's doing it. No, we're not going to tell them everything. We're going to start. Once we nail the deal, then we're going to tell them all the problems, right? And we got to learn. We learn this way. Imagine you're about to date somebody and they're going on a date with you, a first date, and you tell them, listen, I don't like to doing such and such. I'm not going to do this and this. I'm not going to da, 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 da. What do you think they're going to tell you? Oh, man, phew, you already give me what you're not going to do, what you this, not, that's not okay. This is not okay. This is not, oh, you know what? I prefer not to date you. What do we do in dating? We don't go on a date. None of us, when we go on a date, we don't go. Remember, right? You have to remember, I only send my representative. No, your best self, your best. An agent came, an agent of me came, not the real me came, right? After they hook up and we connected and we are so wow, then I bring the new me, the old me that was hidden, that you didn't see. Then, oh my God, I didn't know. This is crazy guy. This is crazy girl. This is all of us been through that. Why do we do that, right? The answer is very simple. We cannot believe that the other person is the creator. For whatever extent you understand creation, you understand the light of the creator, you understand, you call it God, you call it the creator, you call it the universe, you call it preciseness of this world. You don't believe that the other person, no, that's not God. God is somewhere else it's in the synagogue. It's in the mosque, no. It's within each one of us. If you would see the light of the creator shine through each one of us, you would never not telling them or not being transparent or even deceive anybody not even a single moment. It's because we don't know that each one of us is the creator. And when you deceive somebody, you just deceived yourself. It's when you try to cut corner over there, you cut corner for you the same way. Very important. So what does he say? If you do have that consciousness, you are a person of a trustworthy, and you will have trust in life like never before. If you understand that before I'm doing business with that individual and this individual, I have to visualize I'm doing business with the light of the creator. This person is the creator. And I have to deal with that dealing the same way I would deal with the highest person in the world that I'm dealing with. Right? When you have those important clients, how do you behave with them? No, I can't be late. Oh, I can't do this. Or you're wearing your best suit, or you come up with that, you shave and you this and you haircut, all the things that you need to do because the best important investor meeting or clients. Am I wrong? And when it's a regular client, oh yeah, I can come up with a t-shirt, right? No big deal, right? Is it true what we're learning here? So can we transform the way we do business, the way we communicate with others, the way you go on a date? Imagine you have a date with the creator, your God. You come up and the person really doesn't really look good. In the picture, they send me, they were looking amazing when they were 16. Then I came to the meeting and something else was there. Is it you? You sure? It's is it? I know I don't go on a date, but I never did online dating, but is it happening still? The guy put a picture of him when he was with muscles and then, no, something like that. Is it happening? Okay. Why does it happen? Because I think, that, that will get them in the door and then I will charm them and then blah, blah, blah. And eventually it's just taking a step in your eyes, something is wrong, right? By the way, you come, even if the person is amazing, just that one thing, turn off. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So this is something you can recognize, but to understand spiritually, there is a turn off on us every single day. You know how many people want to do business with you? You know how many people want to give you money? You know how many people wants to be with you, with us? But because it's a spiritual turnoff, we are one thing and we present completely something different. So again, please understand, before you're about to present something, before you're about to launch something, before you're about to be going on a date or going on a business trip or whatever it is, I'm about to do business with the light of the Creator, with the most purest, elevated people that the Creator sent to me. It doesn't matter if they are or they're not. It's where you come from. It's where the flow comes from you. They get it or they don't get it. They buy it or they didn't buy it. Makes no difference. Makes no difference. And then the flow is constant. It's not, as I said before, if you ask a question, oh, I went to this deal and then they didn't close, so now what I'm going to do? You cut the flow. Again, this is a very important part, you know, that he says, ואז ישבתם לבטח בארצכם. Then you're going to be in a level of trust, that people will trust you. People will throw everything on you. People will trust everything you say because you are in that consciousness. Again, it's very, very important aspect of the teaching. So before I move on, I want to give you a couple of ideas of what we want to ask this week. One is I want to live in the world of answers. There is a world, reality of answers, reality of clarity, that there are no questions. Because again, I said before, 6 years I walk the land, 7th year, don't touch the land. But they don't even ask a question. Why you ask a question? Because you're in the world of questions. No. If I'm in the world of answers, it's all clarity. I don't even have a question of what I'm going to eat in the 7th year. What I'm gonna do after the deal wasn't closed. I don't even have a question about it because I know the next deal is coming next moment. You're in the knowing, you're in the place of clarity. There are no doubts. There are no hesitations. I want to remind each one of us that we said, you know, what is the doubt? Doubt is a combination of different or few hesitations. We're hesitating to do things. We're hesitating. We have different questions. And eventually you have doubts. And doubt is freezes the individual. Doubt is grounding the individual, doesn't let it fly, doesn't let it big things. So we want to be aware from that. So any delay from my own, what we call laziness, I want to remove. I want to be I wake up in the morning, I'm connecting to the world of answers. I'm connecting to the world of clarity. I have no questions. I have no doubts. I trust this universe. And you have to repeat it for yourself, you know. Bring ourselves to the seed level of why I'm doing things. And this is the consciousness we want to have. Now, the problem that people have is that they want to be in reality like that. People want to be in the reality of results. Results. I want to see results. I want to get answers. Either way, the amount of results that each one of us have in our life is close to nothing. Even if you have 20 results every day, whatever the result is, someone call you, say yes, someone this, someone that, whatever it is, it's still so far from what we meant to receive endlessly every single day. So whatever results you get, you have to understand it's so far from what we meant to live. So what I'm asking is to expand ourselves, to expand our mind, but also to request to live in that world, to be able to handle the world of answers, that I have no doubt about everything around me or any person in my life. So I want to make sure that we have two levels of consciousness over here. One, always to awaken ourselves to be satisfied, not satisfied, maybe satisfied is pleased and happy on everything that I have today. First, a person can never draw or bring or attract anything new to their life if they're not happy for what they have and connected to what they have. Open your closet, see all your dresses, see all your shoes, and be so happy I have them. Many people open the closet, oh, I really want that coat. Oh, in the summer, I really don't want my old dresses. I want a new one. It's not a problem to buy a new one. It's not a problem to buy new shoes, new sandals, new things. But you're connected to what you have. Oh, I got tired of this. I want something new. That's a problem. And that will always going to put you in a vicious cycle of always need more, want more. No problem to want more, but from where you're coming from. So first, every single day, I want to be so happy. Wow, I have a table. Wow, I have a chair. Wow, I have a plant. So what if it's drowning? I still have it, right? I have a wall, I have a chair, I have a ceiling that the Creator holds every single day above my head. Just to come up from that place. And then you can attract more for it. If you're thinking, I'm not satisfied with what I have, I'm not pleased, I'm not this, I'm not happy about it, what do you think gonna happen today? Same exact thing. So the first step is that's what we want to think. And the second thing is awaken a greater desire to trust that what I received is exactly what I need. Remember that.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Me too. That's why I share it. Because one thing is to be happy for what I have. But the second thing is to, let's say I have my drink, right? Wow, I have it. That's good. If I have it, it's one level. And I'm happy for what I have, it's one level. The second level is what? I want to awaken a tremendous desire to know that what I have is exactly what I need. That's a different concept, my friend. And this is something that you want to awaken for yourself because it's exactly what I need right now. Yeah, but what about no. Wait. If I have that consciousness, I'm bringing all the other stuff that I want. Now, the last thing is, which very much important part of the teaching, is it says in the parasha, it says, "V'chi yamuch achicha." If your brother become poor, meaning, what do you mean if your brother become poor? We just opening our eyes, we saw many people are in need. Many people don't have enough. No, many people don't, in the street. Many people are, don't have money, or poor people, poor in the world, right? Yes. Can we wake up in the morning and feel the pain of people that are poor? Yeah, it will be nice if we can do it. We do it once in a while. We're thinking about the poor, it's a very nice, noble idea. That's not happening usually. Let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody wake up and awaken the pain that exists in the world. Not a lot of people. Of course, we can do more of that. But what is the idea? If you, during the day, forget about waking up and be a novelist or waking the pain. Some of us doing it. So it's important, but I'm not asking you to, it's not what, the best use of your time, let's put it this way. But you met a friend today, and God forbid, he's in trouble, financially or something, some of a trouble. You met today, I met a friend, he says, such and such trouble. You have to pause for you, for yourself, for your own sake, and realize that this guy, my friend, he is not in trouble. I'm in trouble. Once you have that consciousness, because if my friend is in trouble, it means I'm in trouble. That's why he says, Achicha, your brother. He doesn't call him a fellow friend or someone from the community or someone from my neighborhood. They call him a brother because we all coming from the same place. If you don't understand that one suffering in the world, we are suffering in the world, you didn't get it. So again, how do I do it? First, every single day. If it comes, if it doesn't come, good. But if it comes, right away awaken, wow, he's not in trouble. It's me. I'm in trouble. I just don't see it. Now I see it on him. I just don't see it. So me helping him is helping me. Eliminate all the troubles that never going to touch any one of your life. Very important. Because if I think that, let's say, for example, I think I saw someone in trouble and says, oh, I mean, poor guy, probably is a misfortune in their life, in his life. That's how we deal with that. That's how people, the extent of how much we deal with it. As opposed to that problem, it's my problem. How can I do something about it? First, you can do it consciously in your meditations, in your prayer. Start to recommend those people to the universe. Meaning, what does it mean? Not physically. You can just lehamlitz tov. What do you mean lehamlitz tov? To be an advocate. Pray for them. Not, oh, I hope they're trouble with it. No. Come to the universe or the creator or light or whatever it is, God, you want to call it. Says, my friend is in trouble. I want to recommend them to promotion. Who are you to recommend them? I'm their advocate. I recommend. We all have the power to be melitz yosher. What is melitz yosher? An advocate to others, to the world. And again, we learn, I'm not that spiritual. I'm not that elevated. I'm not a Kabbalah teacher. I'm not even a teacher. What am I? No. Because I recognize my friend is in trouble. They have some physical illness, business issue, relationship problem, cannot find a soulmate. You, each one of you, can say to the creator, I am their advocate. They should find their relationship. You're going to start doing it for every person in the world, every person that you meet. You see the change inside of you. You will see the energy around you change. It's important because if you don't do that, nobody else will do it for you as well. But if you start being a melitz yosher, being an advocate for others, it's not about, oh yeah, go to the Bank of America, yeah, give them the loan, it's on me. No, don't sign a lease for them. No, don't sign an agreement for them. Don't take a loan for them. That's not what I'm saying. Spiritually, first start spiritually. I'm the advocate for them every day. My friend is in trouble. Please, universe, today, give them the solution. Show them the way. I recommend them. Who are you to recommend? I recommend them. I'm the creator in my life, in this world. I recommend them for promotion. Again, spiritual promotion. Not, you don't go to your boss and say, I recommend them, and then they make a fool of you, right? That's all we're talking about. So first of all, it's something that you want to equip yourself to become. This is part of your being an advocate. And the last thing is, it says in this week, be very careful when you're doing business, when you negotiate, when you're buying and selling. Many people think business is business. No, the rules of business is business. You can be very much mean, you can be deceiving. Everybody agree that business is business. We're no emotional, right? Let's put it this way, right? There's no emotion in business. Is that correct to say?
No,
not at all correct. People, I'm not saying that few. I'm saying the world of business is sharp, is cold, is straight. That's at least what used to be. But at least today, there's many people who hide behind, it's a business. It's a business here, right? Very careful. Why? Because the idea is, many people don't understand that sometime in this world, there are people that it's very difficult for them to be spiritual. So the Creator gives them business because it's very difficult for them to deal in the spiritual world. It's very hard for them. So he'll allow them to do business, to sell, in candles, right? No problem. No, nothing wrong with it. That's what they do. But the way they do business give them the same elevated state of a spiritual person dealing in the spiritual world. So business, we have to understand, it's not something that, oh, I'm better than others because I have a business. No, you're actually less than others. Huh? I'm less than others if I have a business? Yeah, because you can't be spiritual, so they give you business to be some kind of connected to dealing, how you deal with business, how you talk to people, how you conduct yourself as a business person. That will determine what clients you will attract, what type of business you're going to do. And it's very important how you deal in the business, how you negotiate. Is it with truth or is it with lies? Is it with deceiving or is it with transparency? It's because, okay, at least I don't know the spiritual world, but I know I can do business in honesty, in modesty, in clarity. I can allow people to have a win-win. Before I'm starting my business, I'm thinking, how can I make other people happy? I can sell them the best product ever. That's what it is. So he says in the Torah, it says this way, V'yosher v'tzedek. I want success for everybody. That's an elevated success, an elevated spiritual person. If he's thinking about business as his only opportunity to create what we call success for the collective, bringing more love to others. Sometimes when you buy a product and it's an amazing product, you feel like, wow, what a lucky person I am. Thank God for that owner of the business who came up with that product. Is it correct to say sometimes you have those products that you buy and it's like, oh my God, this is the best product. And you go and tell everybody, I just bought this camera, right? Changes how right? Thank God for whoever came up with an extra camera to the computer, right? So now they make me so happy. And they made many other people who are watching it very happy. Is that good to say? Right. Because those people probably didn't have any way to deal in the spiritual world. So the Creator, with His mercy, give them an opportunity to do business, to make other people happy. You understand? That's the beauty. Now again, I want to backpedal again. It's not that every person that do business cannot even be spiritual. Okay. Now let's tone it down. Okay. Again, I need to all your attention first. Then you can relax. Okay. But at the same time, a person that do business which is not in justice and in loyalty and in honesty, right? Eventually that business will swallow that individual, and it's always going to be a worry, always worries. When someone do business which is not clean, somehow they always worry. They're not sure about it. They go to business deal and probably they're going to know that I'm lying, probably all the time, as opposed to be clean and clear and deal with anybody and open the books to, I have no problem. This is it. It's open. We're clean. Not every business today you can say, we clean, come inside, apps. I'm not worried about anything. You're not going to find any dark spot here. Very hard. And it's very hard because then eventually that person, that business owner, doesn't have trust in anyone, not in employees, not in their mother and father already. Do you see many people that are business owners, they don't have trust because they've been fooled so many times. First of all, they need to understand what is their opportunity, right? And obviously to understand why they get the business, to bring the light of the Creator, to be connected to this beautiful light of the Creator. Anyway, that is something that this week we can awaken 3 or 4 gifts that I think that are beautiful, practical for all of us. And again, remind ourselves to share this wisdom. I know it's a YouTube, so we click whatever the subscribe and like and share. And thank you so much for being here.